We know that Fulton County, Georgia District Attorney Fani Willis has been fighting very hard to get Lindsey Graham to testify in front of the grand jury regarding the attempts by Donald Trump and Lindsey Graham to overturn the Georgia election in 2020. Yeah, Lindsey Graham's fighting it tooth and nail. He's taking it to every court in the land, and now it's sitting in the Supreme Court. But Fani Willis isn't just interested in talking to Lindsey Graham. No, she wants to talk to Mark Meadows as well. Mark Meadows, the former chief of staff to Donald Trump, the man that was standing right next to Donald Trump during the January 6th insurrection, the man that's closest to everything Donald Trump did. In fact, he was the middleman between Donald Trump and the sitting members of Congress and Ginny Thomas and God knows who else, the Oath Keepers, whatever the fuck. So Mark Meadows clearly has a lot of information that might be important to Fani Willis and the grand jury in Georgia. But guess what? Mark Meadows doesn't want to testify either. This is really interesting. Lindsey Graham is, Mark Meadows was lawmakers. That's what they did. They were lawmakers. And somehow they have a problem sitting in a court of laws, and telling the truth. That seems ironic, doesn't it? Well, nonetheless, Mark Meadows doesn't want to show. And much like Lindsey Graham, Mark Meadows is from South Carolina. So the state of Georgia can't say, you come and you sit. They've got to go to South Carolina first, get the okays there, then bring it back to Georgia, and then push him to testify. Well, they've been doing that. And the court today just said that Mark Meadows must testify. But we know how Trump-la-fucks handle all this. They won't stand for that. They'll appeal it, and they'll appeal it until they can't appeal anymore. And Mark Meadows' case will fall with the Supreme Court. And of course, Clarence Thomas has jurisdiction over the Fulton County District Attorney, so he will make the initial decision until the full court can decide. And what will Clarence Thomas do? Probably the same fucking thing he did to Lindsey Graham. Oh, sure, we can put it on hold for a while. Not a big deal. So Mark Meadows will go to the Supreme Court, and it will probably be on hold temporarily. I got to believe that when it goes to the full court, they're going to force him to testify. But this is what we're dealing with Republicans. We're going to break the laws, and then we don't want to talk about it. We want to act like it didn't fucking happen. Trust me, Mark Meadows, Lindsey Graham, and all the rest will testify ultimately. It may take a while, but they will testify, and they will pay the price and be accountable for the bullshit they pulled.